Hello everyone, it's Alex from Alex's Coasters and we are at the Best Western in Harrisburg for Eastcoaster, which is ran by the American Coaster Enthusiasts. Alright, so we have Hershey, Ace, Hollywood, Dorney, Great Adventure, Dollywood, Universal, which is very interesting, Dino's Wonder Wheel, Chernobyls, and PTC for the presenters today. Alright, so here is this year's Ace Easter VA shirt. As you can see, it has a photo of Twister on the front with the Ace logo on it, so it's pretty neat this year. So over here we have some of the silent auction stuff. A lift hill walk of Talon at Dorney. A banner. This is just water right here for anybody who needs it. We got banners as well. This one's from Talon. Socks from PTC. One to at the side of Thunderhawk. Looks like a old laugh bar or something. This looks like it's from Dr. Wonderland. Cups. Nobles. Reserve Speed. Iron Menace photo. And two seats from Skyrush. So over in this corner we have the Ace General Store. So we have winter hats, baseball caps, sunglasses, glasses straps, posters, umbrellas, luggage tags, lanyards. It's like fanny packs, which I have one already.
All right. Okay, let me scan
Pop
it.
sockets.
Go back to the main screen.
Shoe charms.
Are you under merchandise?
Some stickers. Calendars.
Ace Mid-Atlantic, you're in the wrong place.
Lots of good Ace merchandise.
Way to sign out and come back.
Alright, so over here we have the bake sale, some cookies, looks like raspberry cream log cookies, cakes, brownies. This is the 14th annual bake sale, which is pretty neat. Chocolate chip cookies. Looks like sugar cookies. So that's all that the bake sale has to offer for now. So here's some of the other merchandise vendors here.
So we're trying to create.
Looks like some
We're
bags.
trying to get rid of the
Some
certain
stuff
level.
from Six Flags America, which is pretty neat. Magazines.
And it's co-written by former Imagineer who he oversaw the Disney Springs transformation on a couple of cruise ships and that kind of stuff. So he's contributing
Shirts.
his insight in terms of Disney.
Well, lots of different parts. Right, banners. Pins, mugs, buttons.
Because they keep thinking, all we need is the biggest, baddest roller
Looks like
coaster.
plaques,
No, you need
calendars.
a lot of other rides.
Looks great.
Looks like Rocky Springs stuff. Which is pretty awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of vendors at this event. It's like some vintage stuff back here. Picture frame, roller coaster magazines, more. More shirts, lightning rod.
You got 5 ones for 5?
puzzle.
I might go through that brochure box.
Something to do, of course. Friend Drew here checking things out. What do you think of all these vendors,
Plumber.
Drew?
It's amazing.
I found rare find.
That's awesome.
Rare find. Christmas time
Yes,
in 92.
definitely. I haven't digged through them yet, but I will. That's cool. Old maps,
They're just brochures, not like
which is pretty cool. So, along on this wall is all my friend Will Succo's merchandise here. So that's pretty cool. It's like this is like old Dorney shirts, photos. More of my friend Will Succo's, his mugs, canvas prints, calendars.
You got a picture with the snow on the coaster. Which ride is that?
I have a few. Lightning Racer,
Oh, this is some cool stuff over here. Yeah.
Sky Rush. They're all Hershey Park coasters.
Wallets, lunch boxes, you name it. They have a lot of stuff here.
Here we are, a couple years out from when we debuted that. So if you have any ideas, please let us know. Even in this room, we're happy to pass them along.
Mike's about to do a thanks, Derek Shaw, so we gotta go. Any other questions? Park, we do consider all of you our favorite guests, so welcome back to your home park, and we're thrilled to be here as always. And before we reflect on 2025, I just want to take a moment to thank you for all of your support in what turned out to be a very challenging and emotional year. So for those of you who might know what it's like to represent a team who puts the guest experience and safety and upholding a legacy for 120 years, that has never been more important to us. And so your visits, your messages of support really meant the world to us. So coaster enthusiasts like you are the reason that Amanda and I do what we do. So just want to take a quick moment to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Promised I wouldn't cry, and I almost, yeah. But back to Hershey Park happy. So 2025 was an incredible year for us across our entire destination. So let's take a look back. So first starting at one of the official resorts of Hershey Park, the Hotel Hershey, which is our luxury 4-star property, built in 1933. So we got really creative with a new restaurant name, and we called it 1933 Restaurant and Tavern. So that was a new restaurant that we opened in the spring. So steakhouse, seafood vibes, incredible views, and we love to incorporate new things while also honoring our history. So we opened that in the spring. We wanted to give you just a little vibe of what it's like to be in our restaurant. No sound, it was such a vibe. All right, we're not gonna sing, but
Quinn actually does have a really good voice, so she can sing.
shh, you're not allowed to tell anyone that. So that was a quick look. Hopefully we can get the sound. Oh, it's okay. We still have chocolate for you. But if you haven't been to that restaurant, I highly recommend it. All of the cocktails are inspired by the Prohibition era. So if you're also thinking about a cocktail at 10 a.m., this is the place that you want to go. So that was just one of the things that we added to the destination. But I bet you're probably a little more into what we added to Hershey Park this year. So take it away, my friend.
Well, I like to think of a cocktail at 10 a.m. and also a ride on Twisted Gravity. That would be awesome right now. So just down the hill from the Hotel Hershey is our beloved Hershey Park. And this past May, we debuted the world's tallest scream and swing with Twizzlers Twisted Gravity. By a show of hands, who had a chance to soar to new heights with us this year? Oh my goodness, thank you. Like almost the entire room, that is so awesome. What do we think? Did we like it?
Yeah!
Those are the vibes we like this movie. So if you didn't get a chance to experience it, our high throw pendulum attraction, just imagine you're on a swing going 68 miles an hour, reaching a speed of, or a height of 137 feet, which is world record breaking. But what some of you in this room may not actually know is that 137 feet is from the platform. We saw a lot of chatter on social. I'm not sure if we talked about this last year, but when you're over top of Spring Creek in the hollow, you're actually closer to 160 feet from the ground. So people were questioning us on that number, 137 feet from the platform, but it is a wild experience, so much fun. We have a highlight reel here of just some of the unique angles and views that you get to see when you're riding it. No sound. Quinn?
It's really like heart-pumping music too.
It really is awesome.
Luckily, it still delivers
Yes.
silently.
We were actually just talking right before this too to some people about how when you are there's a debate on what the favorite side is, but when you are facing straight over top of the creek and people look like little ants and you're questioning your life's choices, you're like, this is an awesome ride. And we really feel like it brought a lot of energy to the hollow region. It's almost hard to imagine what that area was like without it. It fits so well in there. And we did say, changing the skyline, it really does. Like when you're up on the hill at the hotel, you can just see this big red structure standing out. So we're really thrilled to have added that.
And there's also a moment where you almost look like you imagine you're looking at the Kissing Tower upside down,
Yes.
which is hard to do at over 300 feet in the air.
We also were just joking too, because I forget who I met, maybe Matt Beckley, I was telling him, we had our media event for Twisted Gravity in the pouring down rain. Like, I mean torrential rain. So if that wasn't foreshadowing for the rest of the year for us, I don't know what was. But that was definitely a moment that we remember from this past summer. And then Twisted Gravity was also open for Hershey Park Halloween and Dark Nights, as well as Hershey Park Christmas Candy Lane. And one of the really unique things about our holiday event is that we have the Noel Light Show, which is 250,000 lights that are synchronized to holiday music. They glisten right off of Spring Creek. So when the weather cooperated, because it was pretty cold this winter, you could ride Twisted Gravity timed to that and get a really unique view of that show. And Twisted Gravity, as we kind of heard here, has received really great reviews. We do guest surveys after guest visit, track all of that. It's been one of our highest rated attractions that we've added since at least my time here. I think even more so than Wildcats Revenge. People really, really like Twisted Gravity. And we just found out that that last month.
Wait, let's make that a trivia question. Because we can't advance the slide yet. So if we...
Ooh, okay. Yes.
Right? Because
you're
look,
right. Oh. Yeah,
the world's longest Twizzlers. Yeah, for grabs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we just won. We were part of the top 10 for USA Today 10 Best. Does anyone know where Twisted Gravity ranked? Yes. No. In hindsight, maybe this wasn't the best thing to.
Number 5.
Oh, I saw a hand back there. Closer.
What? I mean, in my mind, in my heart, we were number 1, so it doesn't really
Come on,
matter.
Amanda.
Were we 8? I thought we were 8 or 9. I don't know. We were in the top 10. That's all that matters.
When you
I need
win
more
so
coffee.
many USA Today awards, they all blend
We
together.
literally did win a lot of USA Today awards this year, so.
All right, well, maybe we can all
Yes.
share this.
Everyone
No
can
one
share
knows.
this.
Yeah, but we do have more.
We have another trivia question
I know we
in
do.
like a
Hold on.
minute.
We'll
so,
see if we can.
Yeah. Actually, it's
We
the
do
next
too.
slide, I
It's our
think.
slide.
Yeah. We can skip that one. We're just celebrating 10 Best because we were so excited about that. Yeah, so we are going to be doing some official trivia because we do know the answers to those throughout the presentation. So if you think you know the answer, you can raise your hand. We have plenty more goodies up here. So how many pounds of concrete were poured for Twizzlers Twisted Gravity?
200,000.
Way higher.
300.
No. Way high. He's at 2 million.
You're getting much closer. And these are chocolate Twizzlers. Yes, they do exist.
Greg.
Grabs.
Favorite.
Listen, it was in our by the numbers, so yeah, on our blog. Higher. Higher.
10 million.
Higher.
10.
10 mil.
million.
You got it.
10 million.
So
Chocolate
facts
Twizzlers?
you never thought you needed to know. 10 million pounds of concrete is equivalent to 72 tanker trucks of liquid chocolate. Because we always have to
Bring it back.
associate everything to chocolate. Yes. And then right next door to Hershey Park is our historic Hershey Park Stadium. We had another unforgettable season of live music there. By a show of hands, who had a chance to see a show there? Oh, I feel like that's more than last year. Quinn and I both get to work the shows as part of our job, but then we also love to attend shows there too. We often say that we are so blessed to have a destination like ours where you can ride world-class roller coasters during the day, and then literally just steps away from Hershey Park, right outside of the border of our park, is the stadium where you can see live music under the stars at night. So that is definitely a recipe for an awesome summer night. If you follow me on social media, please don't, but I got a chance to see Jonas Brothers front row this summer, and that was also a highlight, which is awesome. But we had 16 summer concerts, which last year when we were standing here, we said was a record-breaking year for us. 16 has now become another record-breaking season. So our season kicked off with Post Malone, and then we welcomed the Super Bowl halftime performer with Kendrick Lamar. He was here with SZA. The most popular and well-attended show of our summer was actually Elevation Worship Nights. And then we closed out the summer concert series with 21 Pilots, which was definitely a banger.
Also this summer, we opened new villas up at the Hotel Hershey. So this is our luxury offering. So we doubled the size of them. It was actually the second largest investment in the 9-year history of the hotel. So if you haven't gotten a chance to experience those firsthand, we wanted to bring you inside. Okay, just trust us, we have really cool music. But they are 4 or 6 bedroom units, so they're a great option for multi-generational families who want to stay together. You get incredible furnishings inside, and then included with every stay is a concierge lounge. So that allows for a daily continental breakfast, snacks throughout the day. We've got a wine toast in the evening, s'mores kits for kids, premium access to our incredible outdoor pool complex. And then it's also our most premium Hershey Park offering. So if you stay at the villas, you get Hershey Park tickets for every day of your stay, as well as Fast Track included. So when you add it all up, it's an incredible value for those who can enjoy that luxury price point, which is not Amanda and I, but we heard they're beautiful. But no, they have performed really well for us, and we continue to look for ways to enhance our offerings. So trying to play the second video here. Oh. Right, was that worth the wait? I don't know.
We came up with the idea of the king size shake. So she and her team are gonna be creating some throwback options for this summer. Some of the top flavors that guests have requested over the years. We're gonna have a birthday king size shake, and maybe even one inspired by America 250. So our foodie guide comes out in a couple weeks. Stay tuned to our blog and our social media pages for some pictures of those. And then we just celebrated last year Hershey's
Breakfast when you stay with us at that property. It is 4 stories, 130 rooms, and we're also trying a family suite concept for some of those rooms. So mom and dad can enjoy the big bed or the bunk beds, I guess, if your children are giant like mine are now. We will have an arcade, fitness center, indoor pool there, and construction is moving right along. So when you're driving into Hershey tomorrow, you'll see this beautiful building coming together, which we are thrilled about. And we are doing our best price of summer for all of our resorts, so now's the best time to think warmer weather and book that stay with us. We are also excited to introduce a new restaurant to downtown. And so this is Hershey Social Restaurant and Bar. Will be located at the corner of Chocolate and Cocoa Avenues, which is a real place. That's actually where our office building is, and always very inspiring. So we're excited to add this new destination as a great place to go before or after you see a concert, if you're in town, visiting, learning about Milton Hershey's life at the Hershey store right next door. One of the many places that will definitely celebrate Hershey roots with some over-the-top appetizers, drinks, and the desserts that you've come to love in Hershey. So stay tuned for more details on that offering.
And then we definitely have a sweet spring and summer ahead at Hershey Park. These are just a few of our milestone ride anniversaries this year. So Comet turns 80, which is crazy to think about. Shout out to PTC for the continued partnership. We got to see Comet Comet just last, well, some of you actually probably got to see Comet in the service center, but we got to see Comet being taken care of.
Thrilled to be here today. Thank you, Ace, for inviting me out. We love Ace. Ace is really important to Holiday World. Show of hands, who has not been to Holiday World yet? Wow. Okay. We're going to have to change that. So I was talking to Gina earlier. She visited for the first time last year during the post-Coaster Con. Said she's been telling everyone to go. So I think she left her chair, but talk to her. She's going to sell you on why you need to go to Holiday World if I don't do a good job today. All right, so we're going to talk a bit about what was new in 2025, what we had going on, and a little bit about what's coming up. So in 2025, we had so many anniversaries. 5 years of Cheetah Chase, we opened that during COVID. That was a great year to open a new water coaster. Thunderbird, 10 years in 2025. Wildebeest, 15 years. In 2025, also The Legend was 25 years old. And Free Unlimited Soft Drinks was 25 years old. I did not expect Ace to clap over free drinks before a coaster, but okay, we'll take it. And for those of us that have been around a while, I'll age you a bit. 30 years old, the Raven last year, which is the coaster that we just so back to Free Unlimited Soft Drinks, since you all like that so much. We launched that in the year 2000. So we have an entire generation of Holiday World fans now that have been growing up with Free Unlimited Soft Drinks. So much that when they go to other parks, they're a little bit surprised. And even in their daily life, they're surprised. What do you mean I don't get Free Unlimited Soft Drinks? So we created a fun video series with one of our super fans named Phil. It's the Diaries of Phil, and we're just going to show one of his videos today.
Just a refill, please.
$3.
Refills aren't free.
No.
Can I speak to a parent, please? Can you break a 20?
No.
This guy.
That was great.
He loves his free drinks. And if you haven't been to Holiday World, we have free unlimited soft drinks throughout the park. You don't have to buy the first drink. It's not free refills. Whatever you want to drink all day, it's free. Not the alcohol, though. 2025 was exciting for us because we acquired a property just a couple miles down the road from us, Santa's Cottages. So we now have overnight lodging that is owned by the Holiday World family. So we have 39 cottages, 1 and 2 bedroom options, pet friendly, just a couple miles down the road. And hopefully this will be a springboard for us to add additional lodging in the future. Anyone see our April Fool's video last year? So if you didn't hear, there was a new roller coaster called Rapterra that opened, not at Holiday World, but it did inspire us to do an April Fool's video. make a real announcement. We worked with B&M for our launched wing coaster, Thunderbird, to adjust the height limit from 52 to 48, which was a huge win for so many of the families that come to Holiday World. Now last year, Matt, my boss, was here, and I believe he talked about new portals in the park. But let me step back for just a second. So Matt was supposed to be here today, but then he decided to go to Punta Cana. And a few of us at the table over here got an image of his feet in the sand this morning. So we created an Only Feet account for Matt Eckert. So check it out. So we have portals between each of the sections of the park. We are a holiday-themed park. We originally opened in 1946 as Santa Claus Land. In 1984, we changed to Holiday World. So we have a Christmas section, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, and Halloween. So we have these nice portals between each of the sections. The originals were 40 years old, and it was time to replace them. So here's a little behind-the-scenes look at our new portal project. We work with Mark Rosenzweig from 3DX Scenic out of Cincinnati. He's a long card-carrying ACE member, and they did a great job.
Behind, right where I'm standing, we have one of our brand new portals. The portals that were here were original to 1984. They've been here for over 40 years, and it felt like time to give them a little bit of a glow up.
We're a custom fabrication shop. We work predominantly with theme parks and water parks. Right now we're standing in our fabrication shop. We also have a paint shop and a composite shop, so we do everything here in-house.
We chose to partner with 3DX for our Good Gravy project. They made the giant whisk and the stuffing box and all those items that are part of that ride. So it just made sense to use them for this project.
After working on Good Gravy with you guys, we sort of developed a really nice relationship, and the park came to us and said, hey, we really want to replace these portals. How can you help us out?
We went round by round of slowly evolving them, turning it into a rainbow, adding flags, which feels so Holiday World.
They wanted the portals to be really sculptural and have a lot of 3D elements. We included a lot of bright colors, we've included glitter, we've included lighting elements, things that weren't a part of the portals before, so it really felt like much more of an upgrade.
From there, it was little steps and touches to make it feel like the old ones, but in a very fresh and updated way. So using similar font styles, using similar imagery that really still give you that sense of nostalgia. It's not a stark contrast compared to what was here, but it's definitely a warm and welcome change.
With this project, we're really hoping to implement something that pays tribute and homage to what's been there and what has been there, for the past 40 years, but continues the park forward and brings it more into the future. And we'll hopefully be there for another 40 years.
But they better be there another 40 years. They were expensive. But if you do the math, we got 3 new portals. Each of them had 2 flags. We now have 6 flags inside of Holiday World. It's enchanted. So Lauren in the video, she is one of our 4th generation owners. Her son was in the Thunderbird video, the little kid that was trying to get by all the height restrictions. So that's one of our 5th generation owners. Last year we brought a new show to the park. We worked with the Nerveless Knox Circus family, multi-generation family. And here's a quick snippet of their show. We're going to bring that back this year in the Halloween section of our park. It was a really popular show, so we're thrilled to bring back the Nerveless Knox. If you didn't get a chance to see them, come back this summer. We were also thrilled this last year to host Post Coaster Con. Who all got to attend that? All right, quite a few of you. Very good. Well, I don't remember signing a photo release form, but I'm actually in both of these photos. So the photo in the top right, I'm like way in the corner above that little chicken timer statue. And then the other photo, well, they got my better side, I guess. I was gonna say my better half, but I don't think my wife would like that. But we were thrilled to host CoasterCon. We had a great fun with ERT on the voyage, some great meals, a drone show. And this coming year, Friday Night Live is our Friday night event in the fall. It's coming back with more nights. So I know Hollywood Nights tickets are very difficult to get. This is the secret to get night rides on the voyage. We're open from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is in August through October, so especially in October, there's tons of dark rides all the way till 10 p.m. The ticket is really cheap, and it's not full of enthusiasts, so that means the voyage line is not incredibly long. So Friday Night Live is your secret to riding the voyage after dark. Last year was our 4th year of Holidays in the Sky, a drone and fireworks show. This past year we put pyro on our drones. That was great. We're going to be bringing it back for this year as well. We'll have 500 drones and with pyro on board, and also ground-based fireworks too. And also last year we had a new event called Summer Wind Down. It was toward the end of the summer. It was a food and wine festival. We had over 30 new food items with wine pairings available as well. You could either buy them a la carte, buy a card, and try several different options. It was a really popular event for our guests, so we will be bringing Summer Wind Down back this year as well. And also last year, we brought dinosaurs to our corn maze. So during Happy Halloween weekends, we've had a 12-acre corn maze since 2012. This last year we decided, let's bring in 27 life-size dinosaurs into the maze and make it a whole adventure. Kids had a field guide to go explore and try to find all the dinosaurs. And then for our drone show, we made it dinosaur themed as well. Here's a quick little clip. Fireballs were a fun option to add. The fire marshal didn't really care for it, but we made it work. Who likes gravy? Hopefully you've all seen our Good Gravy promotion. That was a lot of fun to put together. I think at some point they'll be going around the room and handing out to everyone a Good Gravy patch for you. And I know quite a few of you haven't been to Holiday World yet, and we're pretty far away from Holiday World here, so I guess I'll say, next summer, when you go to Knoebels, and you eat a bit too much of the chicken and waffles, because they apparently put gravy on waffles at Knoebels. If you eat a bit too much and you bust your pants, well, think about us. Patch them up, and then sing this little tune. We needed a new song for Thanksgiving for our drone show. There aren't many Thanksgiving songs out there. So we created this, did a whole music video. The entire 5.5-minute music video is out there on YouTube, so go check it out. It's really popular on Thanksgiving. We poured gravy on a lot of things, but we did not pour gravy on waffles. Maybe next year. But I did hear this morning that Good Gravy is actually one of Ryan's favorite roller coasters because it's the only gravy-themed roller coaster east of the Mississippi. It does not have a hydraulic launch, though, sorry. So this year we're celebrating 80 years of Holiday World. So originally opened in 1946 as Santa Claus Land. We'll be celebrating 80 years this year. We're bringing back a lot of the new entertainment that I just talked about and adding to it as well. Sometime last year, we decided we needed to get some test dummies for the Raven because we had heard that there were some rough spots. So we got some test dummies. Now it really gets rough when we go to drone shots. They look tired. Yeah, we did have some rough spots in the Raven. They proved it. So we're doing quite a bit of work this off season. From the fifth drop on, almost all the way to the brake run, we're doing a complete stack replacement. So we've worked with Gravity Group to adjust, do some engineering, adjust our ledgers, and it'll be a brand new coaster from the fifth drop and to the brake run. There's a couple other areas on the Raven that we'll touch, and we invest so much money into our free wooden coasters because we want to keep you all happy and create a great ride experience for our guests. So we will continue to do that, and eventually we will dominate Phoenix again. But I will point out that today, look at Janine's fingernails. They are raven red. We're adding a new water park, early water park entry option for our guests that have platinum season passes, and also for our Santa's Cottages guests this year. So if you do get to visit this summer and you stay at Santa's Cottages, you'll have early water park entry, so you can ride our water coasters before anyone else, go stake your spot in your chairs in the water park. We're also on Fence Watch this year. Some of you may have heard that we added some flip-flops to a fence that is surrounding an area where a Raging Rapids family raft ride used to be. If you zoom in, it says 2027 on those flip-flops, so that might mean something's coming soon. But I'll just say follow our socials, and we've got a fun surprise coming later this year. I think I'm on time, so we'll try to get us back on time. But I'm happy to answer any questions. But first, I'll just say once again, thank you.
So here's this here's lunch buffet salad, chicken breast.
This is almost like having dinner and not lunch.
Your first Eastcoaster. What are your thoughts on the lunch?
What?
What are your thoughts on the lunch buffet?
It's so good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's good.
You like having
Another post-game interview.
Partnering with Intimate, the rides manufacturer, to install brand new prefabricated track throughout different areas of our ride here. This year we're doing phase 1, which will open up with opening day of 2026. Yes. Phase 1 consists of mostly the reservoir area for those El Toro fans. That's the last high-speed turnaround area at the end of the ride. This process entails taking the old steel knuckles equipment off of the old pieces of track, refurbishing them, doing whatever work needs to happen, placing them on the new prefabricated timbers, and then reinstalling them back on the ride course. We're actually really happy with where we're at progress-wise. Where we have about 6 pieces left to install of the 30 pieces that we're doing this year.
Talk about why this project specifically is important and why it's necessary for a ride of this caliber.
Obviously, El Toro, as all you coaster fans know, it's a very dynamic ride. A lot of high stress on the timber structure. A lot of high forces that are in motion here. And wood is it's a living, breathing material. Obviously, wood over time it deteriorates and rots. So, as part of our effort to increase the longevity of this iconic attraction, this is the steps that we have to take in order to make sure this ride is around for another 20 years. We're going to be celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, 2026. We're El Toro. We want this ride to be here for 20 years.
Phase 1, and then you got 2 more, correct? Can you talk about phase 2, when that begins, and then phase 3? So when do we anticipate that this will be finished?
Yes, so right now our current plan, we're still working out a little bit of the logistics and the details. Phase 1 is this year, that's 36 pieces total. Phase 2 is another 54 pieces, then phase 3 is 60 pieces in different areas of the ride and our high stress locations and our areas where our fans have been telling us that need some attention is where we're focusing right now. Right now our current plan is to get phase 2 and 3 done all next year in our 2026 to 2027 off season, hopefully for ready in early spring of 2027. So by opening day next year, 2027, we anticipate to have the entire 3-phase project complete.
Steven went through media training. I'm so proud. He did great. Also, for those aspiring cinematographers, that's what happens when your microphone dies and it's on board. That's why it sounds like trash, and it really bothers me. But I wanted to point that out to you in case you were wondering. All right, we want another transition.
I don't believe it.
Me either.
It's the size of Manhattan.
Love that part. Our dining updates are the size of Manhattan, Michael Thanel. Why don't you go, Mike?
All right, well, these are some photos of Paradise Grill, which is kind of the main area over there in Hurricane Harbor. And this is the current state. Let's go to the future. So this is getting the remake that you've seen at many of the other parks, all of the dining options that have been enhanced, and this is getting quite a lofty enhancement. And of course, we'll be making everything fresh inside. And
one thing on that too, I did another post-game interview with Chef Jeremy Hacker, so he could actually talk about the food, because once again, I mean, I do think I'm an expert on food, love food, but not when it comes to actual, being a chef. Go ahead, there's another one for you, Mike.
Oh, sorry. All right, so the Best of the West is going to be enhanced. We're actually going to be getting a smoker there, so all of the food will be smoked in-house. And we wanted to change the name, although Best of the West is, iconic and long. We wanted to make sure people knew that we are smoking everything, so that's why it will be the Saddle and Smoke Barbecue.
Yeehaw. No, there's more, right? Oh, wait, there's more.
There's lots more.
I wanted to do the wait, there's more, but that was last year's theme. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so to be honest with you, I actually don't like standing out in front of this food location. I love it, but the service is a little slow because of the way that it's set up. So fortunately, next slide, we're going to have the Main Street Pub, and it's going to be completely redone. It's already gutted. We're already working on it. All the equipment is en route, and it will be enhanced as the crew serve style, where we can move the lines faster. And we got a new menu there that's going to be amazing, and Chef will be on to talk about that. But fish and chips and shepherd's pie, and I'll let him tell you.
I was going to say, you're going to go through that. I'll just skip the next slide.
More fast-paced, fresh ingredients like Luxor Cafe, if you're familiar. We're also going to do a barbecue concept and a revamp to Main Street Pub.
3 significant changes for you. What are you most excited about? What's the concept that has you looking forward to the season?
Most excited about a barbecue concept. When I lived in Tennessee, I worked at a barbecue restaurant down there, and that's where I fell in love with cooking.
What should people expect from a Chef Jeremy barbecue creation?
We're gonna do a whole smoked turkey, fresh made pulled pork, and a jalapeno sausage.
Jalapeno sausage, pork. What is the driving force behind a barbecue creation for you?
Being able to smoke things and impart that flavor that I think is missing from the park.
What do you think Paradise brings, obviously upgraded, renovated, to the water park that may have been missing?
Faster service with fresher ingredients.
We'll just get one in the fall.
Barely anything coming out of the freezer getting thrown into a fryer. It's all fresh made in-house.
Yeah. Why is that important? That you scratch and fresh a lot. Why is that significant? As someone who works with food every day.
I mean, fresh is important because it's all about the guest experience. You could go anywhere and get a frozen chicken tender and throw it in a fryer, but to hand bread it and make it shows the care behind it, and that imparts to the guest experience.
What do you think we did really well in 2025? Looking back, obviously Yum Yum and Granny's, you had a lot of projects going on, events, Heroes and Villains, Fright Fest. What do you think was done really, really well that you're looking forward to in 2026?
Doing more food for the events. I mean, we did really well with Heroes and Villains. Food was very well received. I think we need to bring in more Fright Fest options as far as food and beverage. And we're gonna kick it up a notch for Oktoberfest.
Put it on the big screen.
Wow, what's that? What's that?
What is that?
Could that be a stage?
So now we're going to get into some of the things that we haven't told anybody about yet, and we thought that this was the best place because we've kind of been a little quiet. People have wondered what's coming. So for the first time, the world is seeing our new stage. We've seen this at Dorney Park and at Kings Island, some of the enhanced entertainment. So we do read the surveys, and we were able to use the comments about more entertainment at Great Adventure. So this will be there for opening weekend.
And speaking of more entertainment.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
So yeah, it's gonna open up with a trash can band. This is AI generated by Ryan logos. There will be possibly name changes as well.
I committed to the bit.
Yeah, and then the dance party, and then we're gonna work with the Looney Tunes characters some more. We actually have. Can I talk about the parade floats? Oh, I just did.
Go for it.
So we're working on the characters and having them have some things kind of like Heroes and Villains, which will be really cool. So. We heard you about live entertainment. We have a lot of things up our sleeve for this summer.
I see you in the back.
All looks quiet. What's that noise? An earth tremor.
Are you Batman or?
Great Scott.
You're Batman. You're Batman. All right, it's a Dark Knight logo because.
All right, so first of all, I just want to say it's hard to get everywhere and enhance everything. But again, I read a lot of your surveys, and you guys tell me, when you come to the park. So we spent some time in the Dark Knight, and in the Dark Knight, a lot of the scenes didn't have lights anymore, and didn't make sounds, or didn't do the things that they used to do. So our team has worked very hard, and here's some cool shots they went through, and it's they're still working on it now, but definitely, if you hadn't ridden Dark Knight in a while, you probably should.
Recruited. These photos, courtesy of Mike Fainal, so you too can be a content creator.
I actually climbed all the way to the catwalk at the top because it's so hard to get to Batman.
I'm proud of you.
I was out of breath.
Wow, it's the safari. All right, so we wanted to talk about the Wild Safari a little bit today for a variety of reasons, but the first among those is the Safari Off-Road Adventure. Mike, you can talk over this. It's just really sweet African beats.
So we did a little test last year. If you showed up in the late July, early August, you saw that we were reactivating the in-park location for the safari, and everybody loves the safari. So you will be able to go to base camp and do that experience. It has a little more to do there, a little closer interaction with some of the animals, and we're adding some new ones. But if you're in the theme park, you just want to go to the safari, we will be reactivating the Safari Off-Road Adventure over by the log flume for the entire season.
Right. Love it. And I gotta admit on this next one, I didn't use AI, Mike, I failed. But you want to talk about the Safari Spring Break Celebration. So this is a new event coming this year to Great Adventure, timeline, Spring Break, April.
And we wanted to tell everybody about it here first.
You're the first to hear this.
So Safari Spring Break Celebration is going to be really cool. It's going to be, like I said, with Heroes and Villains all day long. There was something going on. So this will be at the end of Dream Street by what used to be Coaster Coffee. It was a refresh area. There's going to be a stage. There's going to be, go ahead to the next one because this one's not that fun. It's a full set. There will be live entertainment, and then there will be animal encounters. There will be drum circles, jugglers, hula hoopers. I'll be honest with you, I think the live entertainment is knocking it out of the park with this event. So it will be opening weekend, starting Saturday and Sunday, and then for the entire spring break run.
Ready to rock. I want to call this out too. I called it out last year, so it won't take a lot of time. But the Savannah Sunset Resort and Spa is incredible. It's beautiful. If you're looking for a little getaway with the family and you want that safari experience and be isolated in New Jersey, of all places, like what you get for being in New Jersey is incredible. And I don't say this because it's New Jersey, but like it's the Northeast. and you get an incredible experience. So I would suggest you go to the website, look it up, look up more information. I told you guys all about it last year, so I don't want to take too much time on it, but always advocate for them. It's a great team.
But go on TripAdvisor, because everybody complains about things on social media. We have a 4.9 rating on TripAdvisor. We have almost entirely 5-star reviews because it is really cool, and you don't have to go to Africa to experience it.
Yeah, it's because we got 1 4 and it was really goofy. But he had a really good time, and then hit it with a 4. But yeah.
Look, a message is coming in on the printer. Holy gobbledygook! This doesn't make any sense.
But it does. But it does. You were asking if I was Batman. I told you. I feel like I'm Robin to your Batman. So
I feel like you're the
gobbledygook
Riddler.
is like the line. On the what?
I don't know. I didn't say anything.
All right. Talk about the Wi-Fi upgrade real quick.
All right, so I did want to put this in here. Hey, in Great Adventure, sometimes it's hard to get a cell phone signal. We've got new 5G towers throughout the park. We're actually in the midst right now of a big, giant Wi-Fi upgrade. I mean, geek talk, but there's like 700 or 800 access points being put throughout the park. It's really a big undertaking. So yeah, cell service and Wi-Fi will be better.
All right, cool. And let's have Superman pack it up here. Cool things we can't tell you about yet. We're gonna keep those sealed. Six Flags Great Adventure, and we promise that we'll be unveiling a lot in the coming weeks. We open March 28th, but I think we had a couple more slides though.
I thought we did.
I feel like we did.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like we did. Someone penetrated the defenses, the walls of Great Adventure. What could be happening? First to hear this. You guys are the first to hear this.
There's a disturbance in the force at the end of the boardwalk.
I don't know if we can use that one.
Don't record that.
No. So work is underway in our boardwalk area. What you saw on that last slide is going to say Boardwalk Improvement Project. There's a lot more to that. That's a very short way of saying that we've got some exciting things up our sleeves. Mike and I actually have gone out quite a few times in the past 2 weeks, and these are images that we were able to grab while we were out there. You can see Blacktop is coming up, which Mike is excited about. Because he texted me like 17 times. Hey, are you gonna come get pictures of this blacktop being pulled up? You're gonna get video of this Here's a video of the
I have a live stream in my office on a monitor of the work that's going on there, and whenever I'm on conference calls, I make sure I point it out. But if you zoom in, you can actually, and you can't zoom in, but you go back. All right. You really got to squint maybe, but you can maybe to the right of the excavator, you can see the construction office. It's disguised as a Dippin' Dots booth. I assure you, we have our best top construction person on this project. You guys know the Dippin' Dots guy knows how to do everything anyway. So he is the head supervisor for this project.
More work projects. Did you want to elaborate on that at all anymore? You're gonna keep it under hat. You're not going to elaborate anymore on the 2026 project, correct?
I think you will have some things coming out.
I have a lot more coming soon. FYI. All right. It says I think we found our next clue. Okay. I have a riddle for you. Okay. Big fan of the Super Friends, as I mentioned. Big fan of the villains of the Super Friends. So this is going to be a rigor question. Also. They put it in. I don't know why I did that one. It's too many. It's too many. I skipped it. All right, here's your riddle. I start to steal and it screams and need more than a hard hat to comprehend. What's rising at Great Adventure? Who knows? What's rising at Great Adventure? Come on, you'll know. A roller coaster. All right, so we're building a roller coaster, as we mentioned to all of you back in August.
I heard there's a crane coming.
There is a crane coming.
I didn't know, but I read about it online.
Get a photo of that
I
for
saw
Mike.
it in Hollywood Studios, I think. There's a whole video
Oh,
about
and
it.
there was somewhere else first.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's avocado toast on Reddit.
Avocado toast.
That's the guy. Yeah, with Dippin' Dots guy.
Yes.
We're gonna find out who avocado toast is because I feel like we need to get him included in the project here. All right, so the coaster project is ongoing. Right here, as you guys can see, columns arrive. We had some arrive as early as November for this new ride. And we hope that we'll have some other cool things arriving here very soon.
There are some highly anticipated containers inbound.
I'm just playing
Hopefully
this out.
soon.
This video is actually taken in September, so I just was going to play it while we were talking over the project, but I'm sure all of you online sleuths, if you're into that, if you don't like spoilers, don't look. But there's a lot of information about what we're doing right now. And what I can say is that we're not going to get too far into the season before we do make an announcement about what is coming to the park. Also, can just double down and say that the work that's being done is incredible. It's a size and scale unlike anything that we've seen in the modern era. So certainly an exciting future for Six Flags Great Adventure. And we're gonna work with a lot of great partners to make sure that we capture this from every angle. You guys know that's a passion of mine, something that we're really into. I'm sure Colin will be involved. So we're gonna work through this, and I think as we move into the season, we're gonna have more clues, more information. Like I said, we're expecting something any day now. That will be special to share with all of you. All right, I'm gonna click through. I had to do this because, as you guys know, it's my two children, Dorney Park and Great Adventure. Although I do have two real children too, who I also love very much. But if you get a 2026 Gold Pass, there's information online. We are going to move to a regional pass model that will give you access to both of these great parks, which I think is fantastic. So for the price of a Gold Pass, coming up any day, when you purchase it, you will be able to access all the great parks in the East. I'm sure a lot of you are Prestige pass holders. You have an all-park passport. Love you for that. Thank you so much because you keep me employed. But this will be for those folks who want to experience a Gold Pass. And what I think is great about this is it's going to give a lot of people a chance to re-explore Great Adventure or Dorney Park again, because we all have our home parks, we have places we like to go. This will give us a chance to do that. This is just a list of benefits with each park. As you guys know, the best way to get all this information is to go to sixflags.com, find your home park, and all the information will be listed there. We did it.
I told you.
We made it.
You need to get one. This fall when on sale.
It was close. We have 10 minutes to spare.
I will get a
all right.
pass.
We'll be happy to take a few questions. I'm good with it. I mean, just know that what we gave you was more than most people already know on Project 2026 and Project 2027.
And really, I mean, stay tuned. Ryan is going to have a couple of announcements in the future that are going to be very exciting. I'm very excited. There's a lot going on, but the entertainment and then the
The guy all the way on the right. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, you get free parking. You got it right. That was Rick's joke. There we go.
NDT testing and chassis work. Ryan Curve update. Just wanted finalize the ride.
There's a great story about that sky slide.
Lift Hill 1 and 2 would be done.
This whole presentation was put together by Ethan Knoebel, who is a 5th generation Knoebel. So if you do, by the way, does anybody recognize this character here? Billy Penn. Yeah, there you go. It's Billy Penn. He was one of our first costume characters. Yeah, Cosmo was there first, right? So we're on Panther cars. So yeah, if you walk the park today, you'll see, well, a lot of snow, but so we were watching that one video in Holiday World. Eric had that drone fly over the snow-covered park, and it looked fantastic. And Bryce says, "We have to do that. You have a drone?" I said, "But my drone flew away." True story. So yeah, we had to pull up the Panther car track. Just too many years of it sitting down in the dirt, and as the trees grow taller, the surface roots and making things unlevel, and just such a perfect connection that you need in that hot rail to make them operate. So cleaning the site, you're gonna start over and redecorate the cake, we'll call it. Oh, by the way, back to Panther cars. The original location. This is the third rebuild of the Panther cars, and the Panther cars were put in 1976. So kind of 50 years for them. Now they were not in operation from 72 to 76, but before 72, they were at where the remote boats are now. In fact, that remote boat roof is the original station for the Panther cars. I don't remember that. I remember Spin Art. You guys remember Spin Art? Yeah, that was that. It's nice, Grand Carousel. So you've all walked through the park on a busy day, and the line for the carousel is way over this way, and then it's just we got to get the people off of that midway. So, but how do you do that with just not much room to work? So our team come up with some creative ideas. Going to have the outside jumpers, which Dad outside to catch the rings. Jumpers on the inside. He's I hate that line. I hate that line. But our insurance company sure likes it. Everybody's running and falling and tackling one another for an outside horse to be able to catch the brass ring. So insurance company kind of won on that one. Dad will somehow win in the end. I just haven't figured it out yet. Oh, there's the Byron Curve. Now we started Byron Curve a few years ago. We're still working on it.
But we're getting progress every year. And we're getting a little progress actually every day. I mean, there's a little bit happening here and there. So we're going to stop the tethered system and go with the bus that goes all the way around, you know, the hot rail. A lot of the original Byron curves had that. So I think that everything's going to come together. Mike Boodley will help with our flying turns. He started, I think, off with Arrow, and he was a part owner of GCI for a long time, but he's helping us with this.
Yeah, we flew him out Great America. I signed an NDA. They've been a great help to us to help put Humpty Dumpty back together again, if you would. So, like Rick said, yeah, inching along little by little. So, we're not taking it out. We're going to beat the 7-year, flying turns that Mike continues to bring up.
So there's the Phoenix. You can go ahead with that.
Well, there's coaster maintenance. Who was it earlier? One of our speakers. Living, breathing. Is a wooden coaster. Try to say new wound motor rotor 3 times fast. As we're typing this up, the time we were just giggling and laughing, putting this presentation together, and Rick will give you free. If you can say it 3 times fast, Rick's going to give you free parking.
Absolutely. Right, by the way, this guy right here is Frank Hoover. This is Dick Knoll, and next to him is Frank Hoover. Frank Hoover was the original carpenter, the foreman carpenter, I guess, when there was the Rocket in San Antonio. And he lived about an hour away from us in Montoursville, PA. And then he was also the main foreman for Mr. Twister in Denver, Colorado, which Twister was modeled after.
Small world. He went to high school with Tom Rebbe. Tom didn't think that joke was very funny.
By the way, speaking of Tom Rebbe, that's him in the white shirt right there.
So, much of the same. I think we can just click through some of these.
Okay.
Mike will be pulling us off stage, of course.
So we have the scooters, of course. I heard a lot of oohs from that, with that Art Deco look around the roof of the scooter building.
And little by little, you'll see things happening. We redid the motorboat roof a few years ago. We put the neon across it. We're going to do the same for our scooter building. Have little decor pieces, scattered throughout. So little by little, it's getting there. The snow wasn't helping. What was the wind chill today? That certainly didn't help for the guys back at the park working.
All right, and the sky slide. We're still working on that. We had to pause work for much of the summer until we had as we took it apart, we had to rejigger our plans quite a bit. But we now have another plan. We're working on that.
So one of the engineering companies that we were talking to, and they said, well, can we reuse the existing?
All right, so that's a wrap on Eastcoaster 2026. A lot of good presentations. Knoebels is definitely going all out this year for their 100th anniversary, like they do every year. Hershey is opening Hershey Inn and Suites, Hershey Social in downtown. A little bit of a change in the water park, and a few things for America's 250th this year. So, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And keep on riding.